Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday Night Live with 4C. As always, we are joined by the incredible, the amazing, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ken Carson right down here. I'm joined by my cohort, Mr. Beckerman right over here. Becker is good enough, though. You don't have to use his formal name. And Annika has her lovely glass of wine as she is preparing a wonderful low-carb meal on the side, as she is known to do on our show. And we're also joined by Filippo Marzo. How are you doing, Filippo?
Hey, hi guys. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, yeah. Again. So, guys, we have a wonderful person for you tonight who's going to be doing some live sketching for you. His stuff is amazing. We have some finished pieces we're going to be selling too. So this is going to be a really fun night. So hi, Patrick and Emilio. How's everybody doing out in the chat world? And I know sometimes these are a slow starter. Everybody comes on a little late. So we'll definitely we'll talk for a few minutes and before we get right into it. But without any further ado, Ken, do you want to bring in our guest? There you go. Federico Mele. He is our guest tonight. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, fine, thanks.
Wonderful. So wait, so where are you right now? Where do you live?
I am in Rome, in the Eternal
Rome.
Sea. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
I love Rome.
Yeah. My brother just went to Rome back in November. So he was out there visiting. So that's excellent. So thank you so much for joining us and being up so late at night, because I know it's got to be late for you.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m., but I'm ready and I'm used to create things by night. So I'm happy to share my time with you guys tonight.
It's wonderful. And listen, we know that your partner here is going to remind you to keep drinking lots of coffee. He's very good about that, making sure that you stay awake.
Yeah. I drank a coffee like 10 minutes ago, and actually I have a glass of tea, vanilla tea.
Oh, okay.
It's better for my stomach. Too much coffee is not good. It's not healthy.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think if you cut my veins open, they would just be pouring coffee. So that's just how I exist. But and it's only 7 o'clock here, so I can't even imagine what I'm going to be like at 1 o'clock in the morning. But so we're doing some live sketching tonight, guys. He's actually already working on a piece. You guys can see right there. He's got a little Hellboy. You said that's like one of your favorite comic characters to draw, is it?
Yeah. It's my favorite comic character of all time. I discovered that boy when I was a young boy, and actually, I think that Mike Mignola really make me discover that comic books could have a different appeal from Marvel and DC superhero comic books I was used to read and look. So it was a really important moment in my life as a reader and then as an artist. And I always love to paint or draw Hellboy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to be offering up some sketching tonight, and you know how Ken is, everybody. So eventually he's going to throw up a claim. We are going to put the prices down there at the bottom. Yes, so he's going to be doing black and white head sketches for 150, watercolors for 300. So if anybody wants to get in on that, as soon as Ken decides to throw it up, it could be any time. So like now, like he just likes to throw it up
now.
Exactly. And then and Becker's going to be paying close attention to the chat, guys. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, there you go. So it's going to be a really fun night.
And don't forget that with your claim for shipping, it's $25. We only ship. Sorry, I realized I looked really menacing holding this knife while I was saying that.
State the terms with the knife.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, exactly. Okay, Annika, you hold the knife again, please. Yes, let them know.
Just remember, it's a 4% processing fee and then $25 shipping to US only.
Absolutely. And there is also, for those of you who've never joined us before, this is a live claim sketch show. What we do is we take claims. First claim gets the claim. Second claim, the first one gets it. Third claim, the first one gets it. If we get more than 3 claims, we'll do a wheel spin. We'll put up to 5 names on the wheel spin. Whoever wins the wheel spin gets the claim. Pick him any character you'd like, and he'll draw it for you within reason. If he's able to, he will. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you've never bought from us before, please make sure if you win a claim that you send us your email so we can send you an invoice. You can contact us at 4C comicart@gmail.com, or you can contact us on Facebook. You can contact Annika directly if you'd like. She loves getting those messages, especially in the middle of the night. And we already have some questions out there. I have no idea who Facebook user is because they have not given StreamYard permission to see their name, but we'll still take your question. We don't skip over Facebook users.
Yeah, so who is Federico's favorite modern artist?
Oh, not an easy one, but I guess that if we're talking about storyteller, a storytelling artist, because there are many ways of doing this. So if I have to do a choice, maybe my favorite modern storyteller in comic book is Mike Mignola. But talking about just the drawings, so the graphic art, I guess that my main inspiration is the late Jorge Zaffino, the Argentinian one that I really, really loved a lot. I have actually an original page hanging in front of me here in my studio of Zaffino.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Do you collect a lot of art or just a few pieces?
Of course, is the reason I do this. It's for I do art to collect other art, basically. Yeah. I'm a collector, but actually I've been able to start collecting just since 3 or 4 years. So since the market starting to went really high price.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to find my way in the balance between what I really want and what I can really afford. It's not easy, but it's intriguing. And let's see. Maybe tonight you people will help me to pay what I owe to Anthony. Yeah.
So let's see. So we have another question for you.
Yeah,
from the chat.
Emilio asks, has Federico worked at Marvel or DC at all?
Not yet. Not yet. I plan to apply. Actually, since now I never really tried to apply to any editor or publishing, and I've always been contacted by the people who wanted to work with me. But to be honest, Marvel and DC are in my at the top of my list, both with Dark Horse, of course.
Okay, but you will work with Image Spawn with Spawn.
I signed with Todd Mcfarlane. It was this summer, and we will start with a couple of covers, and then we'll see when the wind will take us together. Actually, I'm really, really super happy about this because with always when I was a child, with Hellboy, I was in love with Spawn. Todd Mcfarlane was one of my first inspirations. So it was a huge honor to be able to have a chat with him and knowing what he thought about my works. And yeah, this is actually, Filippo, you did a huge spoiler about my career at the beginning of the night.
No, vabbè. You posted on
No,
I saw your Facebook page. So
yeah, I'm joking. I'm just joking. Yeah, I can't wait to start working on these covers I have to do.
That's awesome.
And then a Facebook user asked, "Have you ever met Gabriel Dalato?"
Yes, I have, and he's been kind of a mentor and a friend in the last year. I really love the man. Is as much powerful is his art, as much kind is he as a person. He's lovely. He helped me a lot, and yeah, I am lucky enough to can call him a friend.
That's fantastic. Let's see.
Yeah.
Have you said you're a huge fan of Mike Mignola. Have you ever had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Mignola?
Yes, I had, because I never went to USA yet, but I plan to go to New York for the next Comic Con in
Oh,
autumn.
that would be great.
in
Nice.
October.
And yeah, hopefully. And I met him in Monte Carlo, here in France, because
wow.
he was there in Europe like I think 6 or 7 years ago, and he was a guest of this Comic Con in Monte Carlo, and I just went crazy when I knew that he was coming to Europe. So I took a plane alone. I did this crazy trip from Rome to France, and I managed to meet him and to tell him how important he has been, his art and his stories in my life. And he did me a sketch, and I was so happy. One of the happiest memories of my life.
Wow.
And we do have a claim.
Yeah, we do. Jason wants to make a claim. So Jason, yeah, just let us know if you want black and white or watercolor and what character you want, and we'll get Federico started on that.
Yeah.
But that Hellboy is just
really coming together.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
I feel like we've all gone silent just watching this.
Yeah, I'm like
come
I'm
together, and
mesmerized. Sometimes, yeah, definitely get lost in the art. So how weird was that phone call with Todd Mcfarlane when you're just like, because I know I met Todd for the first time last year. I had never met him before. Always been a huge fan, and I barely got to say 2 words to him, and I was just like, I can't even imagine being able to have a conversation with him. How was that?
Yeah, it was totally crazy. Actually, it still sounds crazy to me, thinking and talking about this event, because he reached me on Instagram. So I woke up a morning and I checked my DMs, and I just saw what the fuck Todd McFarlane is wrote to me, and this was the first contact, and then I managed to have a Zoom call with him and Thomas, the editor of the Spawn Universe, Thomas Seeley. And he was really, really huge for me because, Todd is a real living legend, not only because of his art, but because of his career, he is a great artist, a great storyteller, and a great businessman in the comic business.
Oh yeah.
So it was great having him telling me what he liked about my art, and seeing him interested in working with me. It has been the hugest thing happened to me yet. So yeah, and he's really nice, and you know, easy to talk with, not a superstar, not you know, it's a man like all of us. Really kind, and it was really great.
Wow, it's always great when you can have those kinds of stories about those people that you kind of grew up idolizing. Nobody wants to have the story where they're like, "Oh, I talked to him and he just kind of was like a jerk." You know, nobody wants to hear that. They all like the nice.
Yeah. I was afraid when I went to Monaco to meet Mike Mignola, because okay, I have to be honest, I had kind of an obsession with the man because I always wanted to be a comic artist since I was a child, and he has been my myth during all my growing up. So so I was like 25 or 26 when I went to Monaco to meet him, and I used to dream of meeting him and having him sketch Hellboy to me, and I was really afraid that that meeting could be really bad, like him saying me that I was bothering him, or whatever. But it wasn't. He's been the nicest, really great man.
Oh, that's good to hear.
So
Okay.
Jason Harris has made his decision Silver Surfer in black and white.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he said for you to make the call. He originally selected watercolor, right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And he said Spider-Man or Silver Surfer. But if you choose Silver Surfer and you thought it would look better in black and white, you could do that option. But he said to let you make the call.
I have a Spider-Man ready for watercolor. It was the second. It's my second favorite character to paint.
Second
So-
favorite character, Jason. Are you all right with a
That
watercolor
wow.
Spider-Man?
That's a nice Spidey. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if you wanted to hit watercolor on that Spidey, just say the word. I think he's ready to go with that one. That's awesome.
Thank you.
We'll let Jason decide. And
Yeah, but I think
no,
that's wow, that's fantastic. Just in case somebody happened to want this character, I just happen to have
he
this.
said do it.
Yeah, I just happen to have this great Spider-Man just sitting here.
Okay, I go with Speedy. Okay, I said that Hellboy is my favorite comic character,
Mm-hmm.
but
But
Spider-Man for me has the best costume, the best mask ever in comic history. I don't think there's a design better than the original Spider-Man. Actually, I really love Romita Senior one.
yes,
Happy birthday, Jets.
yes, John. That's right. 93 years old today. John Romita Sr. That's incredible.
Yes, it is. Oh, okay, I think I'm going to try something funny on this one, and I will use some heckling too, that are really bright and saturated inks, more or less like watercolor. So you'll see something happen here.
I love it. I love it. So when you're doing comic characters, do you prefer to draw like men or women, or does it matter?
Okay, I honestly prefer to draw male characters, but it's because I love to draw basically ugly things like monsters or villains. During this last October, I made my Inktober. I call it Darktober. It's the third year I do the challenge, and I choose to do just villains. Was one of the best months of my life. I don't know. Maybe it's something I have in common with Mike and Todd. We we love to draw monsters and creepy and grotesque things. So you cannot really do this with a lady. You have to go towards the beauty. It's like there are two painters that represents this concept, in my opinion, Klimt and Egon Schiele. They're from Vienna in the 19th century, and Klimt, he was in search of the beauty, the grace, and Schiele, that has storm inside his heart, was tormented. He was going towards something else. And even if I like more to look at Klimt art, I think I am more near to Schiele sensibility when I paint.
Well, sometimes it's just fun to draw monsters because there's kind of like there's no rules, right? It's like it doesn't have to be so perfect. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct all the time. You can, especially like a character like Man Thing or something where you're like, it can just be, it's fun, besides the basic formula for how he looks, it doesn't matter if something's here or here. It just, you just go with it and whatever kind of works, which is really, it's kind of a cool thing.
It depends on the monster because I've been drawing Hellboy for years, and I actually discovered that you have to be careful with some kind of monsters. You have to perfectly nail some proportions. Like with Hellboy, if you do the horns too big or too near to the eyes, or the nose too long, it is another character. It's no longer him. So even with monsters, if they are characters that already exist, you have to be careful on what you're doing. But I think it's a question of what you look and what do you want to pursue with your art.
I do think I've seen a rise of interest in both artists and art collectors in like that kind of grew up with the 70s and 80s monster books. That it's really kind of making a resurgence. There's a lot more people than, at least in my comic book circles, that are talking about like where creatures dwell. Man Thing has gotten very popular in the last year with the movie. It feels like we've entered the era of the monsters.
I agree.
And I'm glad. I like monsters.
Yeah,
there are a lot of underrated monster books.
The Doctor Strange movie was in this direction too this year.
With Sam Raimi.
Actually. What do you think about Cinecomics, Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, I personally like it.
I think it's almost single-handedly responsible for the resurgence of a lot of stuff, of people's general knowledge of these characters, of the popularity of them, moving beyond just the people who read the books when they were younger. I think it lends to a wider audience, and for the most part, Marvel's just done it right. I mean, even their last phase, which has gotten a lot of criticism for being, maybe a little bit too dark or a little bit too, boring or not, whatever people say about it. I mean, they're still good movies and they're still very entertaining and they still, fit in there and people aren't going to stop going to see them. So it's, I don't know. I really do enjoy them. There's ones that I like better than others, but
I totally agree with you. Actually, I was a child when all the things started. So I grew up watching those movies in theaters with my dad at first and with my friends now that I'm 32. So I'm involved emotionally in that saga. And even if some movies is maybe weaker than the others, I always have fun at the theater when I go. So that's
Is everyone excited for the new Ant-Man, Quantumania?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I'm more excited for this Ant-Man movie than I was for any of the other Ant-Man movies personally. I don't know if it's Jonathan Majors or Kang or just the I don't know. It just looks really, really cool and really good. I can't wait for it.
I too am very excited. What did Emilio say? Emilio says, I still take the weakest MCU films over most of the DCEU films. See, I don't know. It's all good to me. To me, the superhero movies are like pizza. Even bad pizza is still pretty okay in my book. I just have a place for it because when I grew up, Federico grew up with these MCU movies. I grew up where like my comic book movies I got were Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. So I'm really appreciative that they're putting budgets into these things.
Yeah. Listen, when Batman came out, I was the Tim Burton, the first one in 1989. I was 15 years old, and that was just like the end all be all. Finally seeing. I know, Annika, I'm old. I can tell. She's like, what? I was 3. I knew it. Yes, I was 3. I knew she was going to say that. I was 3. Yes.
I'm right behind Jeff then, because I think I was 11 or 12. I wasn't old enough to know that it was a bad idea to get my my mom's hairdresser to shave the bat symbol into the back of my head, because I showed up to Boy Scout camp with that.
Yeah, see, the only thing I didn't like about the movie was I had all these cool Batman shirts that I had for years because I was a fan of the comics. And then once the movie came out, everybody had Batman shirts. So all of a sudden, my cool Batman shirts were just like shirts. Everybody had a Batman shirt. That was about the only downer. But other than that, the movie was just, incredible. Howard the Duck. Well, Howard the Duck. Yeah, I mean, who can turn down Leah Thompson and an animatronic duck making out? I mean, come on.
Wow, the chat exploded talking about the movies now.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah. You open up a can of worms.
Bacon's in the comments. I don't know if everybody knows that.
Yep. He's hanging out. Bacon will make an appearance. He will come on a Tuesday night at some point. He's just got a real busy schedule right now on Tuesdays, but every once in a while he gets some time off. But you guys,
February 7th. Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. February 7th. He's back, baby.
We have a date.
Okay. Only for reminder, Federico have a draw pre-done, so have a very, very gorgeous artwork for sale. If you want,
we can throw some of that up. Yeah, if you guys are ready for. Oh, so what Ken did is he put these in highest to lowest order, guys. So these are going to be the most expensive ones first, and we'll go down. If you didn't understand highest to lowest, because I feel like I don't know why I'm explaining myself, but so this is the first one. We're going to call this one A. This is a wonderful. Speak of the monsters, an incredible, a really large piece a nice watercolor of Swamp Thing in the swamp, looking just menacing.
Actually, if you, I have this one here at the back. I want to show how exactly big it is.
Sure. I was going to tell you, we lost your camera earlier that was on you.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you. So we were, and we can still see your art. But yeah, if you want to re-come on that, you can show that one off. Until then, here's another one. Same size, guys, 22 by 30. These are rather large. It's a beautiful poison ivy. You can even see Batman in the background there. Just a gorgeous piece.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
These are all going to be lettered, identified. So if you want to see, all right, we got him back. So he's going to show you how big these actually are. We'll get Ken to put him on the big screen. There he is. All right. Like, oh my gosh. Like, look at the size of that thing.
Hello.
That's almost like a life-size poison ivy.
Yeah, more or less.
To scale. But just to give you guys an actual image of what 22 by 30 looks like, it's big. Look at that Daredevil. That is he just got into some stuff, or he's about to get into some stuff. That is just scary.
Oh, wow.
And Spidey just went through some stuff. Look at that. He's just trying to hold it together there. Yeah.
He looks tired.
Listen.
I was talking about Chile, and this one is quite, the Spider-Man was quite inspired by this kind of anatomy. I really looked a lot at not only comic book or artists or illustrators, but at painters of the past. So some of my influence are like classic painters. I don't know how to call them.
Oh, wow.
Okay, sorry if I interrupt. I was just
no. There you go. So this one is on A3 paper. So it's a smaller paper, but it's not tiny. It's still decent size.
No, this is as 11 for 17 inches.
Oh, it's 11 by 17.
11 by 17. Okay, there you go. So 11 by 17. So that's awesome. Venom face. I mean, Venom looks like he could just eat Peter in this one. He
is big.
Menacing. I love this one. This is a nice, like, just Frank Miller-esque Batman, Joker in the sewer. Oh, beautiful. And these are all 11 by 17, guys. And you got this gorgeous Sandman.
Very dark.
This is very Mignola to me. I see the influence on this one. Just the eyes, just have that. There you go for you, those Wolverine fans. You know, he doesn't need clothes. Who needs clothes? Just fight him naked. It's fine.
I mean, I think it's a good strategy.
Annika's like, yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Nobody wants to wrestle a naked guy.
Dr. Manhattan is my favorite.
Dr. Manhattan. Oh, yeah. I love this Loki. I think it's just insane. So what size is this one? This is going to be, is this like 11 by 14 or is it the same size as the others?
No.
I can take the original if you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you just so we can get a good size reference on that one. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it's sort of like a 9 by 12 almost, or 11 by 7. Looks like it's a little bigger than 8.5 by 11, somewhere in that. Yeah.
It's the only one left from my villains collection I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And it came with a sketchbook included.
Oh, nice. So there you go, guys. You got one sketchbook left and one sketch. Look at this. So he's got, and then there's another. Get the wonderful Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, we all get flummoxed by the metric system, don't we, Emilio?
Yeah. Somebody said, we're Americans, so we did try the metric system for like 3.5 minutes, and then we were just like, no, it's too hard.
People got really mad about it.
We're just gonna keep the system that only we use and make everybody else learn it.
It's a great system.
So we have another claim for Federico. If anybody would like one, once again, there's $150 for black and white, or these beautiful watercolors for $300. He's doing these headshots. They are just fantastic. Like you can tell with the Spider-Man, it just breathtaking. I just like when you guys see what this looks like when it's finished, it's just gonna blow you away.
Sorry?
Emilio asks, Federico, do you like doing inks or watercolors more?
I'll answer after this.
No, what you're supposed to do is go, well, here's what I really like. And then you turn that on for like a minute, and then you go, and that's what I like. And then everybody thinks you gave this incredibly detailed answer that they just missed.
Yeah. No, actually, okay, I have more fun inking, but, watercolor and ink are like mommy and dad. So it's not an easy question. But, yeah, talking about the fun I have doing, it's watercolor. It's ink the most.
Yeah. Well, I see a lot of ink pieces where I like it better than the color, but there's something just perfect about, like with comic book characters, especially like getting them in color, because that's how you know the characters. That's how you recognize the characters.
Yes.
So being able to do the actual colors yourself, especially, and not handing it off to somebody else to do the colors on, gives it that extra just, fun. And it's like, if you're gonna get a She-Hulk sketch, if she isn't green, is it really She-Hulk, or is it just like a really large woman? You don't.
I agree. Some characters fits black and white better than the others, we can say.
Definitely agree.
Fun fact, in Italy, Spider-Man called Uomo Ragno, and the Italian editor changed the color eyes, no white, but yellow, for many years. So
I did not know
the
that.
generation know the Spider-Man with a yellow face for editorial corner.
Just more stylish in Italy. He had to have the yellow tinted. He couldn't just be white. It had to have some sort of style to it. They looked at the drawings and they were like, no, we want yellow. Yeah. Marcus Wise says jaundice. Yes, no.
So, Federico, what's your favorite Spider-Man storyline that you've read?
Okay. I'd say 2. And the first one is probably not really a storyline. It's a miniseries. I love Spider-Man Blue. All the color superheroes work of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. And okay, I just disconnected again. Sorry, I'm connected
It's
again.
okay.
My face. Okay, so Spider-Man Blue by Loeb and the first Straczynski and Romita Jr. art, the Ezekiel one.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
Turbo's Nerdery has made a claim.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Turbos.
Thank you.
Just let us know what character and if you'd like black and white or color. And as soon as he's wrapping this one up, we'll get started on yours. Yeah, think about it for a second. You got time. You're good.
Yeah, I'm not far from the ending of this one, but you have some minutes to think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I don't recognize that name, so can you please send an email to 4ccomicart@gmail.com so that I can send you an invoice, and it is $25 for shipping and 4% processing fee to cover the PayPal stuff. Bye.
All transparency. She's all about the transparency. No hidden fees. There you go. Whip that hair. Do it. Yeah. You know, we were lucky enough to work with John Jr. last year, and yeah, his early stuff on Spider-Man and his father's. I mean, it's just those are life changing. Like I when I think of Spider-Man, I just think of like Senior's Spider-Man. That's just the one that pops in my head. And there's there's lots of other ones. I can appreciate all the other artists that have worked on Spider-Man, including John's like latest run that he's doing now, which is incredible. And Mcfarlane, his touches and his changes to the character. But like I said, in my head, all I see is Romita Sr. That's all I can see when I think of Spider-Man.
Annika, did you recognize the name Turbo put out there for you? Tim Bentley. Can't hear you, Annika.
She wasn't really talking anyway. She was pretending.
Yes.
Got it?
I will write that down.
And thank you, Jason, for please, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button and subscribe, so you're not going to miss any more wonderful artists like this and all the special things that we do. And we do have some announcements. We've got all kinds of great stuff coming out in the today and in the coming days. So you don't want to miss any of that. And the only way you get that is by subscribing. So,
do you have any announcements for tonight?
We may. Stay
Always
tuned.
Pays to stick around to the end.
That's exactly right. There's never been somebody who stayed on to the end that hasn't gotten a little extra. And we know it's hard. We know there's a lot of stuff going on in your life, but we always like to reward the people who stick around. It almost, if you just stopped right there, it looks like he's wearing a beret. It's very French, isn't it?
I think the same.
Yeah. French Spider-Man in Paris.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe give him a baguette.
To do a little Eiffel Tower in the far background. Yes, we're good. There you go. Linda Craig with the Annika quote. I like it. It's fine.
Oh, my shirt says that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my shirt says 6.0. It's fine. Like the comic grade.
Nice. That's like my favorite shirt that showed the Deadpool's on the floor, and he's got a big box of comics, and he goes, "I got issues." It's like, I get that. Yeah, you have that one. Yes, you do, Annika. I'm like, that's a little. I love the double meaning. That always makes me happy.
And Jeff, I just appreciate your ability to interpret what Annika's saying.
Yeah, I speak Annika fluently. After doing many shows with her, I don't even need to hear her to know what she's saying. Nope, that's it. I do need to see her though. This right now is no help. But
so
Turbo
Tim is going to do a black and white Weapon X Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
That'll be interesting. Wow.
With the helmet.
Yep, the helmet Wolverine.
Yeah, with the helmet, definitely. Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, that's like the Barry Windsor Smith, man. That's gorgeous.
Logan was my favorite Marvel character because I think that X-Men 1 was the first movie about superheroes I've seen at the theater when I was.
Federico is young. Federico is young.
Yeah, he would have been like 10 years old, right? Wow.
Yeah. And Wolverine was the first comic book I started to buy every month in the shop as a little boy. So I really love Logan. He's one of the family here.
Oh, nice.
And Jeff, you were a big fan of the X-Men also, right?
The movies?
No, I more meant the comics.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I was, I loved the Jim Lee run. That was like, my wheelhouse there. And, and I of course, before that, I enjoyed all of the like Silvestri and the John Burns, which I was too young to buy when they came out. But, I went back and bought past issues and bought omnibuses and trade paperbacks of those. And, you can't beat John Burns.
The guy who made Wolverine cool.
Yeah. I mean, those like Claremont and Burns run, I mean, were just like, I mean, and then, you love Frank Miller because that Frank Miller miniseries basically put Wolverine, like, I mean, he was around, he was in the X-Men. Well,
I would say cool. John Byrne was featuring him, but he didn't get that. He wanted that limited series. He just didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's just when that came out, that just blew everybody's mind. Just that first cover with him with the finger, just going, almost like you want to buy this book, just buy it.
Get over here.
Yeah, exactly. Come and get me, kind of deal. And that was just. I mean,
it wasn't until Byrne that we got the shorter, stockier Wolverine. Cockrum always drew him a little. Like superheroes had been drawn to that point, medium build.
Well, it was such a cool idea to say, hey, this guy's not, he's just short. He's like 5'3", and he's hairy, because men have hair. It's okay. You can have a guy who doesn't have a 6-pack and is completely like shaved chest, because 90% of the like 90% of men, they have hair. It's just happens. And to have every other superhero basically have no hair. Well, listen, 5'3" is still like 5 inches taller than you, Annika. So he would still be perfect, for height wise.
It's actually 5.5 inches taller than me. I'm only 4'9.5". I just lie and say I'm 4'10".
So what I was thinking,
everybody's teaming up on me now. Miller made Wolverine cool.
Yeah.
To me, Byrne made him Wolverine though. Like until Byrne did it, Wolverine wasn't a man out of time. He wasn't really old. I mean, these are facts. Chris Claremont's told us this much. That omnibus you're talking about, Claremont, that was Byrne. Byrne was a Canadian and wanted to make Wolverine a little cooler. And they didn't visit it till later, but that whole storyline with Captain America knowing Wolverine, Byrne fleshed that out.
Yeah.
Or not fleshed out, but that was Byrne's idea.
Yeah, it was all Byrne. Yeah, it was all his. Yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, and what I love the most about the Byrne Claremont run is like any great thing, like they had drastically different visions of what these books should be. And it's like the same thing with like the Stan Lee Ditko, or even to go out of the comic book genre and to look at like say a band like Queen or the Beatles or something. It's like it's almost the pushing
Lennon
back and forth. Yeah, it's just like that makes these and both of them everybody who was part of these things, Claremont thought he, the way that Byrne was drawing, it wasn't necessarily how he wanted it drawn. And Byrne was like, I don't like how he's writing this, and I don't want to go, but it just worked. And sometimes you need
and they
that.
both went on to have awesome runs on.
Yeah.
Well, Claremont stayed on X-Men.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And then John got to do his thing. He went on to Fantastic Four and had great success doing that. And then followed it up with the Alpha Flight and then She-Hulk and all the stuff that he was doing.
What was that? Fantastic Four, you said?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I'm bagging up my books I just got done reading.
Oh, nice.
Last week's books.
And while we're talking, just look at this. Look at this Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
My first Wolverine storyline, and the one I have more affection is the Steve Skroce one. Do you know it?
Which one again?
The Steve. I don't know the pronunciation. Skroce.
I know the name. I've never had to pronounce it until today. It's Skroce. If anyone wants to take a stab at that,
yeah.
But I've seen the name.
Becker, do you know the storyline he's talking about?
Yeah, it's set in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Just
we're talking about Wolverine in Japan.
Oh, so like the Mariko and all the yeah.
Okay, I think with the Spider-Man I can go to Wolverine.
There you go, a little Weapon X action. Yeah, and that one's going to be in black and white just to make sure.
Yeah.
Jason, you made it good.
Jason Harris, you lucky man.
It doesn't. At least some people sleep on these, and some people go right at them, and the ones that go right at them are the lucky ones. That is gorgeous.
Thank you.
The background is the Beast.
What?
It's the Beast.
The back.
Anche McCoy.
The blue.
Yeah.
È la bestia spiaccicata.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Blue Beast or like the classic X-Men Beast?
The blue one.
Blue.
I'm a child from the 90s, so the answer is obvious. I was in love with the animated series. So the first X-Men I knew, it was actually the X-Men from the 90s animated series. And then I saw the movie, but the first approach was that series. I don't know why my phone is going out, but
it happens. Listen, once again, you're still good.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a guy over the age of 30 that doesn't get hyped to that X-Men animated series song. There's just something about it.
But it was based on Claremont and Jim Lee work, right?
Mm-hmm.
More or less.
Mm-hmm. Jason Harris asked, can he see his Spider-Man again? He stepped away. He only came back at the end.
Oh, yeah, just show it off one more time. Let's take a look so we can get a good... Look at that.
So there you go, Jason. Screen grab it if you need to.
That's fantastic.
It's okay.
All righty. I hope you got it.
Yeah, he got his second chance. He can always rewind the video if he wants to see it again.
And Emilio says he can't wait to see what the MCU does with X-Men, and I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to wait like 5 years at least, because we're going to see again Hugh Jackman in 2 years.
Yeah,
Right.
Deadpool 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
think-
actually, because of all the teasers to X-Men, Patrick Stewart and the Doctor Strange movie, I've actually started eating vegetables so I can make sure. I'm trying to live a little longer, and I'm going to make it to more movies.
Yeah.
How the MCU changed my life. I'm exercising. I
Just want to see it through.
Yeah, no fast food. I'm just trying. I just want to live long enough just to see that. That's it. Oh man. I mean, Annika's already there. She's making spaghetti, squash spaghetti. No noodles.
No, spaghetti.
So yeah, it's not. I don't know if you can call it spaghetti, but it's
Not
you know,
ideal
It's like
Not.
spaghetti with all the happiness taken out of it.
because I love pasta. Like
Mhm.
I could eat like when I was in Rome, I ate pasta every day, like twice a day. Like that's how I love pasta. So
too.
to
Me
make
too. Me
spaghetti
too. Me
squash,
too.
yeah, right. To eat spaghetti squash, spaghetti is
Yeah. It's almost like you're eating a really strange ratatouille or something. It's just
Mhm.
vegetables and sauce.
And it doesn't help that I like live in Little Italy surrounded by pasta. It's awful. It's awful. My clothes get tight when I don't watch what I eat. Awful.
There's these places you can go to buy bigger clothes, and that's all you have to do. That it's easy.
Jeff is giving out health advice here.
Listen, I'm just saying. That's what they say. That's the joke. It's like my pants, they've been so tight lately, and then you come back the next day and you're like, my pants, they feel great, and they're like, oh, what'd you do? Oh, I bought bigger pants.
Yeah, you do that too many times and you end up looking like me.
I'd also rather buy art than clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody said that to me. I was telling them I have to have my headphones in when I'm on my phone because the speaker here doesn't work, so I can't hold my phone up to my head. And they were like, "Well, get a new phone." I'm like, "Well, I could get a new phone, or I could buy more art." I don't think it's simple.
Yeah.
I'll use my headphones and I'll buy more art. I'm good.
I'm having the same issues with my father because actually the screen of my iPhone is damaged since maybe 4 months or 3, and the battery is really not working good anymore. It's off after a couple of 3, maybe 4 hours if I'm lucky, and it's telling me every day why don't you buy a new phone? Why? Because
or you could buy more art.
Right.
I collect original art. I cannot buy a new phone. Come on, you have to know at this point.
Right. Well, see, at least you need a new phone. Like the worst thing in the world is when you have to buy something you already have. Like, you've got a nice television, but you maybe you want to get. It's like I don't need to buy a new television. I already have a television. Like I don't need to buy a new couch. I have a couch. When somebody wants you to upgrade, you're like, why am I upgrading? I already have this thing. I don't want to buy a new thing.
I do not have a Kirby yet. So who cares about the telephone or the couch?
There you go. Exactly. So all right. So if you could get one piece of art from any artist, who would you like right now? Somebody was like, "Oh, here's the collection of all these artists. You can have one piece." Who would you get? And what would it be? I know it's like a Sophie's choice.
Okay, I will go long around this one.
All right.
And my biggest goal for the last years has been be able to collect a Hellboy page, but right now, that's not just right now, but in the last 2 years, it became basically impossible. Really, a few pieces around and too much money for them. So I bought a wonderful Pfafferd and Grey Moser, and my Mignola Thirst is sedated for now. And so my next goal is Kirby. Actually, for this new year, I have my purpose was 3 names, just 3, and they are Alex Stott, Alex Raymond, and Jack Kirby. I just found the Alex Stott one. I'm paying the page right now. So
I love Alex
I
Todd.
just need a Raymond Flash, not Flash, Rick Kirby one, and a Jack Kirby,
So
a Kirby Royer to be in particular.
a Kirby what?
Royer, Mike Royer, Inc.
Oh, Kirby Royer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's funny is Mike Royer is actually doing a convention. I think it's either in Detroit or Kentucky. It's one of the conventions that Ken our 4C Godfather is actually going to. And I'm like, because we were talking about this, because he might be like the last like Silver Age like inker for Marvel that you would somebody who inked everybody. Like he inked Buscema, he inked Kirby, he just everybody. He probably, I mean, it probably isn't an artist.
Great Lakes Comic-Con.
Great Lakes, there you go. So he's actually going to be at that show, and I don't even know if he draws anything anymore. But I would be curious to see if he's got, if I'm sure he probably sold all that stuff or it got thrown away years ago. But I'd be curious if he had held any of those pages, because he did a substantial amount of Kirby inking, and he did a wonderful job on Kirby's stuff.
Yeah.
Would you is there a character or something that you would, it really doesn't matter as long as it's those two guys, or would you rather have like
my favorite gig of them is the Demon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think a page just sold on Heritage for not I mean, well, considering Kirby stuff, not an ungodly amount of money.
You mean the Demon?
The Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's sold. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I have issue 1.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Well,
yeah, that's good work.
Good.
Yeah.
I like my characters to rhyme.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when they speak, of course. Etrigan, man, that's
Etrigan the Demon. Yes.
Etrigan.
Yeah, Kirby is definitely on my. I've owned pieces before, but I currently do not have one Jack Kirby piece in my collection, and that is something that I would like to. If I did nothing else this year, but picked up a nice Kirby page, I would be very happy. But
so Emilio, that's Jack Kirby's story. Jack Kirby and Mike Royer, cover and art.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to make Ken interview Royer if he can and talk to him at that show,
or get my Demon #1 signed.
Well, put him to work. There you go.
I'm telling
Only
my father.
I knew somebody that was going to see him.
I'm telling my father that we are going to New York to celebrate his 60th birthday, and for me to make contact with my work business. The truth is, I'm going to New York to find a Jack Kirby page and then come back to Italy.
That's great. What you should do is go, Dad, look what I got you for your birthday. I got you a Jack Kirby page. Oh, you don't want it? Okay, I'll take it.
I'll take this one for you,
Yes.
Yeah, good plan.
Jason Harris says, I need a side hustle to maintain my art habit.
Yeah, I just need it's not even a side hustle. I just need like 2 more jobs that pay as much as my regular job pays.
That's a real hustle.
Yeah, that's not even a hustle. That's just like, giving up sleep for art. But I actually just picked up a piece today that was on my bucket list in a trade. And I now, on his birthday, I now own a very nice John Romita Sr. page.
Oh,
Wow.
That I am very, very happy with. That I met the man when I was 17. He did a sketch for me. It's and I'd like to say that I know his son fairly well now after working with him, and he's just I've owned a few pieces here and there, but I've never owned that piece, and I now can say I have the piece that if I get nothing else, I'll be happy with. So, yeah.
Is it a page from ASM?
It is not, unfortunately. So it's basically you can get I could afford like a mediocre page from Amazing Spider-Man, which there's nothing wrong with it because it's still Romita, but you're not going to get Spider-Man on that page for less than $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. So
Right.
I got a very nice Captain America page. That's all senior. The entire page is all senior art. So, and it's got Captain America in all the panels.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so it's a nice page. I think I sent it to Ken, but if I'll send it again just in case I didn't. If he wants to throw it up at some point, we can throw it up. Let me see.
That's a cool pen. Sorry, I got very distracted.
Oh no, that is
by
a really cool
the
inking
inking
pen.
pen.
Is it a quill on the end, or is what's on the end of the pen? Is it
This-
just a? Oh, I see.
It is.
It's,
Yeah,
it's a nib.
it's like a old style,
It's like
like
calligraphy.
yeah.
Oh shit! Nobody claimed. Annika is claiming the next one. This shit is so cool.
very artisan.
Thanks a lot.
Swear.
And
If-
you haven't seen the best.
I'm excited.
I'm going to use
A
this one.
sponge. Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. You guys, if you don't claim, no wait. If you claim, I mean, good for you. Great. But I will be very sad because this quill thing is
See,
blowing
I
my
thought she was gonna offer violence, but instead she.
I already had my knife earlier today. I
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
more violent. I
So
gotta tone it down.
this is the Kirby page that I just finalized. I'm sorry, the Romita Senior page. I just finalized the deal for.
Wow.
So, yeah, and
Great.
it's
Very
all senior, and a little spoiler: the guy in the bottom right panel is
Zemo.
actually the Red Skull.
Oh,
Ah.
So even though he doesn't take his mask off for a couple more pages, you get to see that. So it's just, I mean, yeah.
very cool.
Oh, I own that issue.
Yeah, 143. And it was, the funny thing was it was the book was done by Gil Kane and Romita Sr., but Romita Sr. he just inked most of it, but he did a couple of the pages himself. And this is one of the ones that he did the penciling and the inking on. So some of the other pages were done by Gil and him, which is kind of an interesting combination. But yeah, I saw that and I just, anything by Joe Simon. I don't. I think I have had a chance to buy some Cap sketches and stuff. I haven't really picked anything. I haven't really seen the one that I want. I know him and Jack created Cap, and I would love to add one to my collection. But no, I don't have any Joe Simon. It's another hole in my collection.
Hey, Alan.
Alan he's Comic Viking, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the guy I do the Hucklebuck with, or our show on his channel. So Comic Vikings channel. We just had a video drop this morning. I had a lot of content drop this morning. I had that, and then I also had on Circumstances. We did a deep dive on. My thesis was why Hawkeye is a buffoon and didn't deserve Mockingbird. Watch the video first, Annika, then judge me. I gave it to Ken to share out. I don't know if he has yet.
But Jeremy Renner just got run over.
It's not about Jeremy Renner. That Hawkeye is wonderful. He's a good husband. Comic book Hawkeye wasn't a good husband.
Mm. Okay. That's fair.
He posted on 4C. Thank you, Ken.
Nice.
Thank you, Jason, for watching it. Yeah, I'm all over, but Comic Viking is my home. It's where I do my weekly content. Me too, Emilio. So Emilio says he's glad that Jeremy is doing fairly well. It sounds like he's going to have a long road to recovery, though. But
yeah, I mean, well, it's real life superhero. He was just trying to help somebody out, and something awful happened. I mean, it's one of those tragic things, but hopefully he'll be all right. I don't know if we'll see him in the MCU anymore, but that's not what's important.
Ugh. It looked horrific.
Yeah.
Like him after. I mean, he looked. Wow, this is getting.
I know he's getting all those details in there. So hang around, guys. We'll do another sketch claim soon. Not right now, Ken. He's still got a lot of this one left, but I know as soon as I say that, Ken just wants to throw it up. But pay attention, because he could just throw it up, because that's Ken. But this one's just going to be ink. We're not doing color on this, so the next one shouldn't be too far off. We can definitely get another one in there.
And Emilio, I won't make this a football thing, but I am sorry about your Bills, but I'm glad my Chiefs don't have to play them. I was at the game this past weekend, the Jacksonville KC game.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you're excited to play the
Bengals?
Really?
The Bengals?
More so than the Bills.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Only
really.
because you get to play them at home? Is that why?
Yeah.
You're going against Burrow.
I sold my tickets, though, so I don't have tickets this weekend.
I'm assuming you can buy a car now or something.
My wife's car just got fixed. Unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
No,
exactly.
We had some car problems
tickets
over the weekend, and now I no longer have car problems.
That's great. In a completely unrelated story, my car had my wife's
And ticket
car
scalping is bad, people. Don't sell your season tickets if you have them, unless your wife's car is.
You know what's even worse is if you have like season tickets to a show, to like shows in San Diego, and you completely forget, and you missed your show and don't even get to sell them. Nobody used the ticket.
Oh, Annika. What did you not go to?
The Temptations have like a Broadway show, and that was like the like of the shows this season. I was really looking forward to it.
How did you forget to go?
It was like January 4th or something like that.
Facebook user just pointed it out. I didn't see what Ken did to me.
That was right when we were going to New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is the 4C logo over my head? Ken, am I that hideous?
Ken, he can't adjust it. There you go. Let's get a little bit. Now it's all of us and you. See? Yeah. Ken does not. It's the advertising money. He doesn't want to lose the.
Right. Well, now it looks like I'm hanging out with a duck.
Yeah. There you go.
Or one is growing out of my neck.
All I know is Weapon X does not look happy. He is definitely not digging that. There you go. Even better. That's how we do it. We'll just, that's what people have tuned in for, is to see that.
Wow, Kenneth.
What we can do is maybe we can throw up some of that art again and see if anybody who's on now maybe missed it. We do have some pre-done artwork. Is it Willy Bobo time? Does that mean you can't throw the art up because it's Willy Bobo time? I'm confused.
Wow.
Annika says too much information. That's her too much information look. But here we go. So we have this awesome 22 by 30 huge watercolor painting of Swamp Thing. Just awesome, hanging out in the forest, reaching out for something. I love the very subtle Batman like in the back of this is just fantastic. And you get your beautiful poison ivy.
These are great.
Guys, these are like only 3 feet shorter than me.
Yeah, listen, they're huge.
They're
and
massive.
And this Daredevil is just like badass. This is after like 5 hallway scenes.
We should start using Annika as a unit of measurement for art.
We usually do at conventions.
Like 1/4 Annika, half Annika.
Yeah. Is it? It's usually, is it taller than Annika on a stool or on a chair? That's how it works. Check this one out. Look at that Batman. Oh, I love the yellows and the orange like hue in the background. It's just Venom is just like eating Peter as a snack in this one. I don't know how he would survive this. I really don't. Just awesome. And these are all 11 by 17 guys. And this is a true Frank Miller-esque violent Batman and Joker in the sewer. Ugh. And I said this before, but yeah, you can see that little bit of Mike Mignola inspiration in this Sandman. Is just there you go. And Annika left before the naked Wolverine could come back on. He is about to handle some business and doesn't want to get his clothes dirty. More naked superheroes. Little Dr. Manhattan. And this is just fantastic. And this one does come with a book. What was the book again? This one comes with?
It's the sketchbook of my Darktober villains. There are 31 drawings, black and white, like this, of villains from comic books and movies I like.
Wow. Just awesome. Very cool. So that's in case you guys missed that the first time around. Oh, and look at that. While we were gone, he added so much cool inks to this. It's almost done. That's incredible. Oh, and look, there's another claim.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to claim one, we have the 2 options, the black and white like this or color. They're all going to be basically headshots, which includes a little bit of shoulder action. You know, who doesn't like a little bit of shoulder action? Oh, just awesome.
Thank you.
And Facebook user, please let us know your name. I see that you've claimed, but we can't see you.
I bet you it's Annika. It's Annika.
It's Annika. I was about to say, too, that the clock was ticking and that Annika would be claiming.
We put the fun in no refund.
Annika, just be sure to send yourself your information.
Yeah, exactly. If you've never bought from yourself before, please make sure you send yourself your email. And it's a very expensive $25 shipping to yourself, and 4%.
Yes, 4% processing, $25 shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, cut the.
That's right.
I will not cut the check. Oh, I gotta get you another check. I forgot to pay you.
Annika, you can get anybody you want except for Jane Foster Thor. Okay.
I'm out. I want a Jane Foster Thor. Inks.
Imagine that.
Guys, I told you.
You chose poorly.
I'm in love with this whole ink pen thing that Fede uses. In love with
really
it.
Likes lurking, doesn't he?
Listen, that's why he's there. Ken is full-time producing now. He is free. The shackles are off.
He's probably eating.
I bet you
just
he's not.
Because I'm very hungry right now. I haven't eaten today.
You haven't eaten
everybody's
today,
eating.
But just to show you how hard Ken works, you haven't eaten today, but I bet you were cooking earlier.
I was cooking.
You were cooking. What were you
I
cooking,
stabbed
Monica?
myself. I stabbed myself too.
Yes, she did. As soon as we started talking, she cut her finger.
Linda.
No, I didn't cut it. I stabbed it. I literally was like, I stabbed myself.
And if
Now
she'll
I
do that
never
to
want to die
herself,
by a knife.
I was going to say,
Linda's
if she'll
got a
do that to
great term.
herself, imagine what she'll do to you guys if you don't send her your email so she can invoice you.
Linda, I like your
Lurk.
joke. Lurking.
Lurking.
He's just
Good
lurking.
one.
And then,
Oh,
and,
guys,
you know,
the sponge. Sorry.
and Marcus had a great nickname earlier in the chat. I was going to say something about it, but I was like, it couldn't be us that he was talking about. There just was no way. I got to go
What
back
Marcus
now because now it's so far behind that I can't remember what the term that he used was. Somebody else is going to know it and say it before I can find it.
The infamous Marcus with his wonderful comments on calf. That Marcus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Marcus, what did you call us? I want to know.
The art throb. I don't know if that was who that was directed towards, but somebody is the art throb. Is that you? Are you the art throb, Annika?
That was my faces, of course.
So Turbo's nerdery, also known as Tim Bentley, says, where does he email again? Candy, you got a banner for that?
He
Tim
does.
Bentley,
There it is, right
if
there.
you've
Boom.
ordered from us, I have you. You don't have to email if you've ordered.
Words.
So good. Sorry, I got distracted by seeing the weapon
But-
axe.
The email is crawling on the screen there if you wanted to send one, just so we'd have it. Just so we'd have it, so you can tell us your handle so that we can put those two and two together.
God, it looks so good. Guys, y'all are snoozing, and I win.
Yeah, well, Turbo's nerdy said he was ready to get another one, but you seem so excited he doesn't want to steal it from you.
Oh, I mean, if you want to get one, Turbo, you can get one.
Oh, yeah, she's really encouraging you there.
Yeah, I could almost hear her under her breath go, "If you really want one, you can have one. I know it's fine. You know, it's okay, sure."
It's totally
So I
fine.
Because, sorry, are you talking with me? Because I just get lost in the drawing. And but if I understood well, you're assuming I don't want to ink the Jane Foster Thor.
Wait.
Yeah, see,
I'll do it with the happiness in my heart.
that's
I
no, I was literally just trolling Annika a little bit. That's
And,
her.
Tim
Yeah.
says he can't do it. He won't do it to Annika, so Annika's up next with a Jane Foster Thor.
That's right, Jane Foster Thor. Who would have
Guys, can you imagine how good this is going to be, though? Like, with a special pen that I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with this pen.
And the sponge. Are you forgetting about the sponge?
Don't forget the
The sponge,
sponge.
the sponge is cool, but I love that pen. Like, I want to just, like, I could watch that pen for hours. Did you not see me? I was like this. All up in it.
Okay,
All up in the screen.
we've done with the Weapon X.
Weapon X, it's killer.
Tim, you're the one that made me claim, just by the way, because of this, Tim. Like,
It's what
So
you've
cool.
done
So
to her,
good.
Tim.
look what you've done, Tim. Look what you made me do. I'm turning into Taylor Swift. It's so good, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna take just 1 minute.
Take one. We will allow it. Let's see. Maybe we can get Ken to come on for a second and say hi to the folks. Maybe
Say hi to the folks, Ken.
he's gonna move us around. It's like a shell game. There he is.
Oh, I can hear your fan, Ken. Is it hot in Florida?
Fireworks are going off right now.
Right in time with Disney's fireworks. I see. We can't hear him if that means anything to you.
I can barely hear him, but
So what's going
I
on,
do not
buddy?
have
Tell
a
us
Disney cruise.
any news for us? Anything in the world?
Let's.
no, not really. Not really.
What? No news?
Nothing. Nothing I want to talk about anyway.
Wow.
Oh, how can you do that to the people?
How can
The people can.
They'll be all
the
right.
people can? The people.
They'll be all right.
Well, we do have
Belinda's.
a few sketch ops that are going to be coming up, guys. So please stay tuned in the next week. We got some stuff going on.
And there will be processing fees and shipping fees. I'm just going hard on this.
Annika's like full transparency, full transparency, full transparency.
I'm sorry.
If you weren't aware,
If you weren't aware, if you missed every single one of our posts that says that we have a 4% processing fee and shipping fee, you missed that.
Poor Becker. I love you, Becker.
I gotta hear about it a lot.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna mention it in Kansas. No, I'm kidding. As long as you give me collard greens,
Oh,
I'm not
we
gonna
can
care.
talk about that. I will not be at Planet Comic Con.
No,
So-
Ken is taking a very wonderful family vacation.
I'm saying the next best thing.
That's right. Annika Ito will be in Kansas City with Becker. We'll be there as well, hanging out.
I'll
Walking
just
around.
be walking around.
We're going to
I'm
be
not working a
Bill
booth.
Morrison.
And yes, Bill Morrison will be there, accompanied by Annika. So that'll be fun.
We'll be in the same booth area with JJ and Pat Gleason.
Yeah, I saw
right.
they've announced that now.
They announced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. Guys, I can't do anything. I don't know JJ that well. I can't help you with anything for Gleason. Unless he gives me permission.
I'm sure JJ will figure something.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
figure
bother
something.
JJ though.
We'll figure
I'm gonna just
something.
poke him. Every time I walk past him, I'm like,
When
"Hey,
JJ comes over and asks for something for Bill, say, well, there's that.
I have a question.
Right. And then, so Ken, your next con is it the one in Kentucky or the one in Detroit?
No. My next one, I'll be going to Detroit for Great Lakes Comic Con, and I'm gonna stay in Detroit with Bill, make him work visit with Bill for a couple of days, and then we're going to I think it's called Astronomicon, which is also in Detroit.
Cool.
And then I'm coming home and then leaving again. And then March is March is going to be ridiculous.
Hmm. Philip, are you going to any cons? Will you be anywhere in the world? You're very international. No.
I don't think he heard you.
Yeah, Filippo, are you going to be traveling to any cons, any conventions coming up?
Yes, working for the next one in Monterrey, the city. It's a small event, but fun. With Salvelluto. And in March, Lexington. No announced yet, but I will go with 4 guests.
Nice. And Ken, you're going to be at that
Sneak peek.
show, right?
I will be
Yes.
at Lexington. Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. So I'm working for good news from Memphis Comic Con in September, and I invited Ken in Mexico for October, but
I know it's something. Yeah.
don't like tacos. So told me, Ken told me no, I don't like the tacos. No.
Oh my God. No, I understand that Ken was like so excited about that, and then there was a scheduling conflict with the dates.
Working, hoping, Ken and your 4C Comics staff went in Mexico City. It's very, very fun event and mood, and enjoyed the show.
And the mole.
La mole, yes.
No, I mean the dish mole.
No, the birria.
food.
I want birria.
So
I mean, I will get sick during the school year to go to this Comic Con. So just it's already happening.
Listen, you think your clothes were tight after New Orleans? You wait till you go down to Mexico City and eat for 5 days. See how tight your clothes are after that.
Oh, I am aware.
Well,
I live way too close.
Mexico has a built-in diet system. You just drink a glass of water and you'll lose 10
Takes
pounds.
care of everything.
Can.
Waiting for Lake Como in May with Simon Beasley. This is confirmed.
I think I'm going to Como too this year.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
for audience or working?
For working, but it will be a disguise.
Okay.
He's gonna have Groucho Marx glasses and nose.
Okay. Ho capito con chi allora.
All right, so we got a Jane Foster coming up, guys. You guys missed your boat to get a sketch. Annika pounced like a panther. And
No, I waited.
Yeah, she
That
gave
was
it
cordial.
10, 12 seconds.
yeah, I know. It was she showed true patience
I
in
did.
that claim.
I did.
Okay, I'm about to start.
Ken, as much as I love everyone else,
Yeah,
something
can you
important
make
is happening on Feda's hands cam. I'm not
Make
trying to
it big.
direct you, Ken, but it's just really important what's
I'm not
happening
trying
on
to
that
direct
cam.
you, but let me direct you. Wow.
Oh boy.
I'll remember this. Me and Bill, we're just gonna have a good time in Kansas City. I'm gonna give
Wow.
him all the Manhattans he wants.
It's
And
Oh,
just
Not,
make
not
sure you
Manhattan.
don't
It's old fashions, not Manhattans.
Oh,
just
shit.
make sure
Old
you don't live or you don't end up in Manhattan, Kansas. Because that's not anywhere near Kansas City.
It's better than going to Kansas State like I originally planned.
That's where Kansas State is.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
university.
there we go. Look,
It's in Manhattan.
I wish I could be on the phone when Bill calls Annika the first day of the show lost.
wait, what do you mean?
Bill gets
What
lost
happened?
every show.
Yeah.
Every show I get a phone call. I'm in the convention center, but I don't see anything.
He knows Planet pretty well though.
He might know.
And you
Planet.
think I'm gonna help him with directions?
Exactly. That's my point.
You're hilarious.
Consider you both thought Kansas City was in Kansas.
And Annika, I do know a place with a good old fashioned about 2 blocks from the convention center.
Perfect. I'm gonna take Bill there one night.
Yeah, we had no problems finding places to eat or drink when we were in Kansas City. It was delightful. There was one meal where the food was really, really tiny. It was delicious. It was a little small.
Where'd you go?
But that was right in the hotel, I think, wasn't it, Ken? That we went to the really tiny food place.
Yeah.
So when our food came out, I said to Ken, I was like, "It's okay. We're gonna get a burger after this."
And I said, I can't afford a burger after this.
Yes.
After I pay $85 for my chicken wing.
Right.
Singular.
Yikes.
Ken's like, "Do I get to keep the plate? Is it a commemorative? Can I take it home?"
Guys, look at what's happening.
Yeah.
Annika, are you flying in Thursday or Friday?
I don't remember.
Good job.
It's so good.
She's coming in Thursday.
Thursday.
There you go.
I don't remember.
I don't. My
Doesn't
brain
matter.
is gone after I see
She's
Jane
she's
Foster.
kind of useless right now.
But my battery's gonna die. I got a dilemma. It'll last 9%, right? I'll just turn
Oh,
down
yeah.
the brightness.
You're
You don't-
gold.
What about like a plug? You don't have a plug for your
I
phone?
don't know where it is.
And she's not leaving. She should have done that earlier. She's not going anywhere now.
No, I gotta go finish dinner. Oh gosh.
She chose poorly.
I chose poorly. I chose poorly. Becker, we're gonna have so much fun in Kansas City. Oh, she's angry. Oh, I love it.
Is there any plans to go to as a Q
Q39. I don't know. I'll go wherever they want. And I'm available Thursday too if you want to do something Thursday night when you get in. I don't know how late you're getting.
I get in early.
Yeah. Annika's right now, all she's hearing is like Charlie Brown grown up sounds when we speak. Yeah, exactly.
Guys, I mean, come on. She's going to look so good. Oh. So excited.
And that's all we had time for tonight.
And we're out. Yeah, we're out, guys. That's it for the night. Thank you so much for joining us. And no.
Yeah.
Felipe, do you see what I have to put up with? They just don't want me to be happy. I mean,
This would have been better in watercolor. Just saying.
yes, but Annika is supposed to be on a freeze and has broken that freeze, so she's being good. And
I'm
I
being
love that
good.
pen. I don't think you understand how much I love this pen, Ken. Like,
Pen
I
Ken.
love this pen. I like the pen, Ken. Okay,
Mhm.
the pen, Ken.
You should have gotten a kingpin with the pen Ken.
But I don't like Kingpin. Actually, I do like his design, but I don't have.
I'm just.
I only like the
Listen,
only boy I really collect is like Rocket, Groot, and Vader.
Could have somebody start drawing Pigpen, and then we'd have the Pen Ken,
Kingpin.
Kingpin with Pigpen.
Guys, this is like unfortunately like the Princess Bride, where they're rhyming.
Oh, Emilio is like calling you out. He's
Oh shit! I know Emilio loves. Oh no. Oh, no, but the potential of buying a house is. So, I'm supposed to be good right now, and it's not working. Oh, you got lightning! Oh my god, you guys!
well. All right, guys, we got one more claim up here too. So if anybody's interested in getting something fantastic from Federico, go ahead and put your claim in now. This may be the last claim of the night, guys. You never know. Get it before it's gone. And we got a claim. Let's see if we get more. We got at least one.
Oh, guys, look at this light. Oh no. In a good way. That's not like an oh no bad, guys. It's a oh no. It's gonna be so amazing.
This is like when
I'm like getting warm.
This is like when you try to take Annika's drink away from her at the bar. This is what she looks like.
I wish I was getting warm. It's really cold.
No, it's like I'm really warm right now because it's like I'm so excited.
Yep, I think we're just gonna call it. I think
Raul Rico.
I think you got it, Raul. So just let us know whether you'd like black and white or watercolor and what character you'd like, and we'll get him to start working on that. And we'll just have him throw this one aside because this one doesn't really matter. And we'll just have him start on yours.
Is that a name you recognize, Annika?
Probably. I know. I think there's a. You can't. No, don't be mean. Felipe, they're so mean to me. I just want to see beautiful art happen with my favorite character, and they're trying to rush it out. You guys, I mean, so excited.
Yeah, I think we're getting snow tonight.
Wow.
Wait, you mean like the snow?
Yep.
Annika, what kind of snow is that again?
Like it falls from the sky?
So I actually took pictures of the Jacksonville fans taking pictures of themselves with snow as it was coming down Saturday. It really was fun to watch them. Like they thought it was so cool, and I was like, wait till there's a bunch of it and you have a shovel.
I hate that you say that because we were talking about snow and a chat with my friends, and the last time I saw snow was like 5 years ago, and I definitely took selfies of me in the snow. You're like, oh, it's snowing. Oh, look at the ground. It was bad.
I get it.
Raul has picked his character.
What is Raul getting so I can write it down before my stuff dies?
He wants Elektra as Daredevil, like the one in the current run. So basically, it's like the female Daredevil, but
it's female Daredevil.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ok.
Super cool.
Fede, se vuoi questo lo puoi cominciare e quello di Anika lo puoi finire dopo, eh?
Ok.
Surprise for Anika. Surprise for Anika.
Felipe's in on it. He's in on it.
I don't even know what he could have said. He could have said, you know, take that thing and wipe it on the ground a couple times, but it sounded fantastic.
But you know what? The way that Filippo says my name is like the closest correct pronunciation of anyone on this live right now.
Well, you told us that how you want us to pronounce your name.
The correct is Anika, but Anika.
Anika.
Yeah.
I can call. I have no problem calling you Anika. I can do that.
It sounds weird. It sounds weird. I don't know.
I didn't know I was supposed to be.
No, that's the whole thing. She doesn't like how native she doesn't like it in like an American accent. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think she
There's
thinks
like
it sounds
slight-
awful.
There's a slight intonation change when like Americans say my name, so it sounds off to me. But like when like in like European languages, like even Spanish, Japanese, it all, and like Italian, it all sounds pretty close.
Remember, Italian is better.
Oh, sorry.
Pasta, vino, pizza.
Everything. As long as you got your that's
No.
just.
I'm all I just.
Easy.
But yeah, no, it sounds. I don't know. Just there's something about like the intonation for when like all my American friends say it. It just is slightly off, and I can hear it, but no one else can, and I'm like, that's not right. I don't know what it is, Becker.
I don't either.
Oh my
Ew,
god.
Ken, where did you find that? Oh, I hate feet. Oh, Ken. Oh, no.
Did Ken draw this?
Did Ken do this for you?
I don't know, but Ken.
Is this
She
a
has, like-
Carson original?
She has like it's like Planet of the Apes like chimp feet. It's
Oh, this is horrifying.
Ken, I hate it. Ken, you can give it. Ugh.
Ken, you're having way too much fun tonight.
Guys, we can't have Ken in the background anymore. Oh, shit. Ken's here.
I'm in the foreground.
to
Let's
his
go.
own devices.
Okay. I know mine is going away, but I would just like to say that I already love it. Like, it is.
Thank you.
I know we're
But,
switching to
you know-
Daredevil.
You know what, Anika? I just drank like alpha liter of vanilla tea. So for sure, I'm going to do the Elektra and then finish this one in front of you if you want.
Oh, I have to go in like 30 minutes, though.
Okay.
It'll be my surprise. I love
Okay.
surprises.
Surprise.
There you go.
I like a surprise. And it's already
And
phenomenal. So
I can't wait to see this because I'm a big fan of the Elektra Daredevil.
her
Marco.
costume is really cool.
Yeah, Marco Cicchetto, and I know I just butchered that name, designed that costume.
What is his name?
How do you say it, Filippo?
No. Remember,
Checchetto.
I am Italian teacher, so it's the formazione professionale. Marco Checchetto.
Okay, thank you. I knew I destroyed his
I
name.
remember Emanuela Lupacchino.
Kino.
Lupacchino.
Yeah,
Fucking-
it's like
Sarebbe-
it's like a key,
Mhm.
not a
Key.
CA.
Key.
Yeah, that one was not. I think we all said like Lupacino. We would all say it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know why.
Can you say Marco's name one more time so I can practice it?
Checchetto.
Cicchetto.
Checchetto.
Yes.
All right.
Some really great.
Well, I like his Lady Daredevil.
Mhm. Me too.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. See, I like how that even though you're doing some female characters now, they're still giving you female characters that have sort of an edge to them. They're not just like, draw me Wonder Woman. It's like, Jane Foster's got the mask and the lightning and the, and now you get to have this female Daredevil who's sort of cutting edgy, kind of, dark, so you don't have to worry about making, I'm sure she's going to be lovely looking, but you get to have a little bit of that devil in there that gives it some teeth.
I really love this design too. And Elektra is a badass character, even without the Daredevil mask on her face.
Okay. For the audience, remember, guys, Fede has done the Hellboy watercolor piece too.
Yep. There is.
Available to claim.
Yeah, we can. If anybody's interested in that, we'll show that in a couple minutes. You guys, we have some pre-done stuff that we've shown a couple times, but he does have a Hellboy that he was just kind of working on to start the night with that we can definitely put up. It would be the same price as the ones that are here. If you guys wanted it, it's $300. It's a beautiful Hellboy. Probably one of his favorite characters. So he definitely put a little extra in that one.
Poi lo fai vedere di nuovo l'Hellboy, Fede, per favore.
Sì.
Look at that. And he's gonna he's gonna finish up the watercolors on it. If anybody wants to claim this one, he's got a little cigarette in his mouth. I dig it.
Not so much to add to this one. We're quite there, I think.
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
And then when he gets into this one a little bit more, we'll show some of that art one more time. Give you guys a last chance to pick some of that stuff up. And then we might post it on the 4C page just to make sure people who are watching this later have a chance. And this one is just going to be an inked one, which is fantastic. I almost wish I could see what it would look like in color because it's got this, with the red and stuff. But listen, it's their pick. They like the black and white.
It's all about that special pen, Jeffrey.
The special pen.
It is such a cool pen. I'm in love with that pen. Ow.
Congratulations, Emilio. The first color piece coming soon. Yes. Great shoes. Congratulations.
What?
No.
So Emilio put on watercolors are so cool to see. He has his first watercolor piece coming soon that he can't wait to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there are some great artists out there working in watercolors, and
I love watercolor artists. My favorite is John J. Muth. I have 2 original pages from Dracula.
Wow.
Wow. No superheroes, but for me, I prefer in this time no superheroes. Comic artists, but focus on Dracula or David Bowie commission or whatever. Or Madman too.
Yeah, I have a really lovely watercolor by Brian Stelfreeze that's just fantastic.
Do you remember the last Heroes Con piece auction? Oh, fantastic, George.
Oh yeah,
Captain Marvel. Oh, like
Monica Rambeau. It was so good.
Of the auction, yes.
That was so good.
Well, and they really, one of the interesting things about that is he actually wrote Captain Marvel on it, and he spelled it wrong. He missed a letter, and he was able to fix it, even though it was done in ink, and he went back over it, and it looked flawless. like he had not made. I mean, everything still fit proportionally. It was perfect, and it was just like that's just the kind of artist that he is. It just doesn't even matter that he was able to just completely alter it, and it still looked. I mean, just perfect. Like it was what he intended the whole time. He's a rare guy. Annika, you don't have a stealth freeze yet?
No, I never emailed him to check. I'll just check with him at Heroes next year. Or this year. To be like, hey, I got on your list
he'll
last
be at
year.
Heroes.
He will be.
I never heard back from you. Just wondering if I could get on your list again. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I had a wedding that also kind of threw off my whole budget, so it was fine that he never contacted me.
Speaking of Heroes, booked.
Is it? Nice. Beckway. Oh, it's awesome. Congrats. Heroes is my
It'll
favorite.
be my first.
Oh, wow. We'll get you some fuel pizza and it'll be good times, man. Filippo now knows what Becker was feeling all night. He's like hidden behind the symbol. He's like, hello. It's like, Ken, can you move? Ken, hi, can you move this out of my way?
Ken is all about that branding.
Listen.
Don't worry. Please go.
Well, Annika may have to take off soon, so we can definitely once we go down we can split that spot off.
And yeah, that one's in North Carolina.
It is.
Amelia.
Yeah, that show in Baltimore are two of my favorite shows for getting meeting artists and socializing with and being able to meet creators and talk to them. It's just a great show.
And terrific con too, because I saw the lineup for the moment. It's fabulous. Rick Leonardi, many.
I think Jay Lee is going to be there this year. Just tons and tons.
Alan Davis too.
Yeah. And Brian,
Dennis Cowan.
Bill Sienkiewicz. That's what I was trying to say. Bill Sienkiewicz is going to be
for which show?
Heroes.
No, I didn't know they'd all been announced.
See, I talking about Terrificon too.
Oh, Terrificon too. Yes, that's another amazing show.
At the moment, the great lineup. Alan Davis, Jusko, and more.
Yep, and I've got my hotel rooms for Terrificon, so I'm definitely doing that show this year.
Jim Ball and so on.
Yeah, I'm at the Westin for Heroes.
Oh yeah, the Westin's right there. You're right in the middle of the action. I always have to stay in my own hotel because I work for the Hyatt, so it's about 2.5 blocks away. But oh darn, I'll shuffle through.
But that 2.5 blocks is very long when you have had a very fun night at the auction. I don't know if that's the day that Filippo caught me, but I was like dying with John. I was like, I can't. How am I still here? Like, what is happening? I don't know. I think I was still intoxicated. It was awful.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was not able to attend on any day but Friday last year, so I am very happy I get to do the whole weekend because I definitely missed going to the art auction. That's a good time. I will make sure that Annika does not have quite as good a time this year as she had last time.
What? No,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh man, this one's gonna be so cool too. Who is this? Rico? Mr. Rico?
This is Raul.
Raul?
Yeah, Raul Rico.
I'm not much of a drinker, but I love the hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
I blame Larry. Because I'm not an adult and I cannot control my liquor. I blame Larry.
What was that? Was Larry inebriated that night?
No, he just didn't win the auction he wanted. So I bought us both doubles.
Doubles.
Double.
That's like a.
Sounds like trouble.
I mean, really, just any excuse to drink is kind of what I need.
I'll be meeting I'm going to be meeting Comic Viking for the first time. Alan and I are going to meet at that show. So
That'll be
cool.
fun. Oh
we're
no.
very excited.
No,
Oh, God.
it's even worse. It's even worse, Kenneth.
Ken, you have way too much time. I agree with Annika now. You have way too much time on your hands backstage.
It's too much. What? Is it gone? It's gone. Oh man, this is so cool
Look
too.
at those heavy blacks. Wow. Oh, we're boring, Becker. Sorry.
Oh, man. No, I'm going to be turning in soon. I've got a really early day tomorrow. My wife does not like driving in the bad weather. So I'm going to take her to work first, and then myself. So that's an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, not to rub it in, but in the weekend after next, I will be in Orlando, and I'll be saying hi to Mr. Ken Carson. And right now, it's looking like it's going to only be like 82 degrees. So I'm, just
Gee,
I'll suffer through.
I guess you will have to.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Ken, but somebody the last time I had to shovel here, which would have been like last year. Somebody sent me the No, I don't think it was you, Ken. But somebody from Florida did that to me, and they sent me like what it feels like where you're at right now. You know, the little phone temp thing. That's mean. It's mean.
Yeah, it's cold here too. Don't worry. Even in San Diego, it's like in the 60s,
Oh.
low 60s, low 60s.
Oh, yeah.
The low.
You guys should declare an emergency.
We should.
Yeah.
The low 60s, high 50s. It's awful. Okay. This looks so good, but I have to go. I'm so upset with my life choices.
So, Jeff, will that be that's MegaCon?
No. I'm actually going down to Universal Studios with my daughter. So I'm taking her for a little quick outing. She lives in Chicago, and I wasn't going to be able to see her until April. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to steal you for a weekend. She had a day off from school, so we're just going to literally. Cool. Yeah, and I actually got connecting flights. So she's actually going to fly to DC, and then we're going to fly to Florida together. And then we're going to fly back on the same flight to DC, and then she's going to fly back to Chicago.
Get a little extra time with each other.
Exactly, because that's the whole point, is just to spend some time together. And then I said, we're going down on a Friday. We're going to do all of our stuff on a Friday, and then I'm going to meet Ken for lunch on Saturday, and we're going to hang out a little bit before I got to fly back that afternoon. So just a quickie trip, just so I can spend a little time with my kiddo. She's getting too old. She turns 16 next month, and I'm just trying to keep her as young as I can for as long as I can.
So good. Okay, guys, I gotta get ready because I have to go to a show. But I'm very sad I have to leave because this is amazing.
No, that's all right. Thank you, Annika, for joining us. And once again, everybody, make sure you send those emails and information to Annika if she doesn't already have it, so she can send you the invoices. And I'm sorry, what are the charges on those invoices, Annika? I forget.
It's a 4% processing fee and $25 for shipping to the U.S.
There you go. Just for all full transparency.
And Jeff, if there's any other claims that happen, then can you just text me?
Sure, absolutely. We'll see. I don't know how much, if we're gonna stay on any longer. We've been on for about 2 hours, so I don't know what we're doing. And as Annika comes in, as Annika goes out.
Bye, Filippo. It was always nice, as always. Nice to you. Thank you so much, Fede. I'm so excited. Good night.
Bye, Annika.
Come andiamo, Fede?
Bene,
Energie? Coffee? Tea?
Io sto bene, se voi ci siete posso continuare ancora.
Sì. Okay. If it's possible, Federico want to be continued, so no problem.
To keep going? Yeah, we can see if we can take, if you want to do one more, we can take one more. And there you go. One more.
Un altro o no? Un altro, T2. No problem.
Yes.
I heard the check for coffee. I understood that, so I was like, that means he wants to make sure that you are well caffeinated and ready to go, so we can see if we get another claim.
Now my hand got warm, so I want to use.
And that Hellboy is still available too for anybody.
Yeah, exactly. If you want a nice little watercolor Hellboy, he's got that one mostly finished.
Unfortunately, my iPhone just died. As I told you, I choose to buy an Alex.page instead of a new cell phone. So
listen, sacrifices must be made eventually, occasionally. I understand.
Yeah. So you cannot see my face, but I'm still here. You can see the paper. And,
well, I hate to dip out, guys, but 4 a.m. is going to come early, so
you were good,
I
my
told
friend.
I told my wife to remind me when it's 8, and she just reminded me. So I'll see you guys.
Hey, have a
Bye.
great night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Becker. See you, bud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll give it another minute or two. If anybody else wants to come in and get a quick claim, guys, we got $150 awesome black and whites just like this, or he's doing the watercolors for $300. You know what we can do is we can show the pieces one more time. Ken, do you want to show the pre-done ones just one more, just to see if anybody missed any of that stuff? We can show those off. We have this awesome Swamp Thing. It's a huge 22 by 30 piece, gigantic. We got the same size, awesome poison ivy with a little Batman shadow in the background. I love. I said this Daredevil looks like he fought in like 5 hallway scenes from a Netflix series. He's ready to go. That is just a Spider-Man who's just like fought every single villain, and he's just like, I'll be up in a minute. Give me a second. Super cool Batman. Got the Batarang ready to go. And these are all 11 by 17 guys, the $1,000 ones. I don't know what's worse, the Batarang to the eye or a knife to the gut. Sweet, sweet Sandman. He's giving somebody the business. Cool, Dr. Manhattan. Love the colors on this one. And this one's fantastic. And it comes with the sketchbook. The sketchbook has 31 sketches in it from all of the Darktober stuff that he did, which is just all the villains. Pretty cool. And there you go. And look, while we were gone, he signed off on the Lady Daredevil, and he's working on Annika. So, all right, guys, if we don't have any more claims tonight, I guess we can call it. If you want to hold up the Hellboy one more time, if just to see if anybody out there wants to see that one, and like I said, if anybody wants this one, it's $300, and he's going to finish it up off camera and do it for you. That's just a great sort of homage to Mike Mignola's cool character, and we got that one there. But that's all right. Well, listen, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Filippo, thank you. Thank you so much. We had a blast. 2 hours went by like that. We did some great art. We saw some cool pieces. I was so happy to meet you guys. And Ken, unless there's anything else you got from us tonight, well, join us next week, guys. We were going to have a show this weekend, but we had to reschedule. So we'll see you next Tuesday for another Tuesday night sketch claim on 4C. Thanks, guys, so much. Have a great night.